Hey guys, I'm Julio Cesar Navarrete and I'm going to talk about the graphic elements. The point is the basic element, a single spot on a page. Lines are another design element that can be used to show direction and movement. Shape. A shape is exactly what it sounds like. Circles, squares, rectangles, triangles are all designs building blocks. Form gives a three-dimensional perspective while physically occupying space or giving the illusion of occupied space in a two-dimensional surface. Tone. Adding tone to a design, you are adding a sense of lightness and darkness. Texture. Another design tool is texture, which is technically defined as the character of a surface. Color. Any kind of color adds impact and interest to objects and design. Font. Text or copy and blocks of text are considered letter forms expressed through font and are an additional element to be considered as part of your design. Figure ground. Figure refers to the main focus within your design, and the ground is the area that surrounds the figure. Balance. Elements in a design can either be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Contrast. Contrast refers to the relationship between the elements of the design. Cropping. We most often hear the term cropping with respect to photography, but it also refers to the process of selecting the elements of design we want the user to see. By removing other elements from the image, you increase focus on the topic of the image, aspect ratio, and improve framing. Hierarchy. Hierarchy refers to the arrangement or placement of elements in a way that gives them importance in the design. Proportion. Proportion within a design deals with the relationship between various elements in terms of scale and size and whether they are pleasing to the eye. Sorry. Scale. Scale refers to how large an object is in a relation to other objects in design. Pattern. Pattern deals with repetition of elements such as lines, points, or shapes. If you add pattern paper, don't forget to count that as well. The variance of pattern is not attractive and may show the mark of an amateur. These are the graphic elements. Thank you very much. The 10 steps to prepare an effective presentation that Princeton University suggests. Number 1. Determine your purpose and objectives. Number 2. Know your audience. Number 3. Define your topic. Number 4. Arrange your material to make sense. Number 5. Compose your presentation. Number 6. Create visual aids. Number 7. Practice your presentation. Number 8. Make adjustments. Number 9. Analyze the room of the presentation. Number 10. Practice and practice again. Types of presentation. These are the types of presentation: informative, motivation, interviews, persuasive, goodwill, multi-purpose, sales, training, entertainment, political area, and image building. I think if you know all the type of presentation, it's important. But for me, the type of presentations that I will most use are sales, interviews, informative, persuasive, and motivations. Here are certain steps to be taken in becoming an effective presenter. Let's review 6 of them and clean some insight into what it takes to be a great presenter. The first one is practice. Practice makes you perfect. The second one is be assertive. You want to be well spoken and confident when presenting, and at the same time, avoid an aggressive presence. Posture and presence are of the utmost importance. The third one is contact. There are four types of contact: eye contact, change your focal point, scanning each section of the audience so that everyone feels engaged with you and the presentations. The second one is gestures. Use open gestures as a complementary expressions to what you are saying and as means to invite your audience into the conversation. At the same time, be moderate with your gestures in order to avoid looking anxious or nervous. The third one is verbal contact. Engage your audience with rhetorical questions. They should be direct and clear, such as how do you think we get this conclusion or what does this tell us? The fourth one is language. Be sure that you speak in clear and understandable manner. A good technique you can use is to the pronoun we, so that your audience feel involved. Types of audience. The first one is unaware. They have little or no information on your topic. Here you need to offer some background information. Try to explain why will they be unaware of the situation without being rude and why it is important they know more about the topic you will be presenting. The second one is indifferent. There are occasions when the audience may know a little something about the topic you are presenting and they may not be interested in learning more. The best thing to do in this case is to impact your audience, perhaps by presenting an angle on the topic they are not familiar with. The third one is favorable. Here, your audience is more likely to agree with you and your opinion on the topic. They may not place the same level of importance on the topic as you do, and therefore may not be totally committed to the presentation. One very effective way to increase the level of commitment is to not just give them what they already know. Show them a new angle, something they may not be familiar with. The fourth one is unfavorable. We could say that is the most difficult audience you can face. They are predisposed to disagree with you. What do you say? The most common mistake in this case is to address them with radical changes instead of doing it bit by bit. It is advisable to follow these steps. Set moderate goals, try to go slower than usual in order to combine them, be more logical and try to find something they already know or believe in. Start with something they may agree and on then move towards new ideas.